Good morning all. This is Srividya, Assistant Professor, Department of CSIT. Today we will see the nested loops in C. So here this is the overview of the presentation. So today we will see the number pattern and the pattern printing programs, star printing and number printing programs using the nested for loops. So this is the program we have taken here, the star pattern printing program. So here we have 5 stars and in 5 rows and 5 columns. So each and every row, how many rows were there? 5 rows were there. Here we need 2 loops. One loop we need for number of rows, to print the number of rows, and another loop we need to print who is responsible for printing the stars. So here we need 2 loops. So this is I. When I is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So before starting this one, suppose if I ask you to print a star on a screen like this, a single star on the screen. So how you will do? Printf star. You can do like this. Or if I ask you to print 5 stars in a row, we can write like this. In printf statement, if you put the statement in a printf function, it will print 5 stars. Suppose if I ask you to print 500 stars. So can we do that? Printf like this. So on how many stars you will type. That's not a good practice, right? So we need a loop. Whenever you want to repeat the statement, this is the statement, or consider this as the statement. I want to repeat the same star for 5 times or 500 times or 1000 times or 30 times, whatever the number. Just put them in a loop. So we have seen the loop. So for I is equals to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. Printf %d comma I. So I is equals to 1, 1 less than or equal to 5, condition true. So here we are printing the star. So star we will take the star. So star is printed. Now I plus plus, I becomes 2, 2 less than or equal to 5, condition true, star will be printed. Now I becomes 3, 3 less than or equal to 5, condition true, control will enter into the printf body of the loop, star is printed. Now I becomes 4, 4 less than or equal to 5, condition is true, star is printed. I becomes 5, 5 less than or equal to 5, condition true, star is printed. So likewise you can do, if you write here 500, 500 stars you will get in a row. If you do here 100, so this is your termination condition. Until I reaches 200, print the stars, how many stars you want to print it on the screen. So here we have stars in 5 rows and 5 columns. So for that what we have did, for the first row, for this row you can write like this. For I is equals to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. But the same thing you are repeating for 4 more times. So printf star. So the same thing you are repeating for 4 more times. So when you want to repeat anything, what we will do? Just put the statements in a loop. So just do it. For take a loop again, j equal to 1, j less than or equal to 5, j plus plus. That's it. This is your inner for loop which is responsible for printing the star, and this is the outer for loop which is responsible for printing the number of rows. We want to print this one. How many times? 5 times. Take a loop and put it in the loop. So it will do that. So this is the example same we have taken here. For I is equals to 1, 1 less than or equal to 5, condition true. When the condition is true, control will enter inside the body of the loop. J is initialized to 1, 1 less than or equal to 5, condition true, print star. So here we have taken 2 loops, I and j. I is for number of rows and j is for columns means which is responsible for printing the stars. So j 1 less than or equal to 5 condition true, printf star. So now j will increment, j becomes now 2, 2 less than or equal to 5 condition true, star is printed. J plus plus, j becomes 3, 3 less than or equal to 5 condition true, a star is printed. Now 4 until 5 you will print the star. So next 5 less than or equal to 5 condition true, print the stars. J becomes 6 now, 6 less than or equal to 5 condition is false, exit. Exit from the inner for loop and it will come here slash n, next line. So now control will go back here. Initially I is initialized to 1. So now I becomes 2. I is 2. 2 less than or equal to 5 condition true means I is at the second row. 2 less than or equal to 5 condition true. Now control will enter inside the inner for loop. Again j is initialized to 1. J equal to 1. 1 less than or equal to 5 condition true. Print star. So you will print 5 stars in the second row. Likewise exit. It will come to the next line. And now I is initialized to 3. 3 means third row. So third row again j is initialized to 1. You will get the 5 stars. Next new line. Like that you will print stars in 5 rows and 5 columns. So this is the output we got here. Next, the same pattern printing program by using the nested for loop. Loop within a loop is called nested loop. The same program we have taken using while loop. So int I is equals to 1 comma j while I less than or equal to 5. So what is the syntax of while loop? First condition, body of the loop and then updation. In for loop you can write all the 3 expressions in one single line. For initialization, condition, increment or decrement. In while loop the syntax is while condition, body of the loop and then updation. So here the syntax, we will follow the syntax here. While the condition I less than or equal to 5 and so which loop we have taken in the previous example? 2 loops. I and j. I is responsible for printing the number of rows and j is responsible for printing the stars. So here I less than or equal to 5. So means we will have to initialize the value of I to 1. I is 1. 1 less than or equal to 5 condition is true. Then only the control will enter here inside the body of the loop. So now which loop is responsible for printing the stars? We need j. J loop, another loop. So j is initialized to 1. 1 less than or equal to 5. Now again the condition is true. So now the inner for loop, the statements written inside the inner for loop will execute. Printf star. Star is printed on the screen. So now j plus plus. J becomes 2. 2 less than or equal to 5. Condition true. Printf star is printed. Again j plus plus. J becomes 3. 3 less than or equal to 5. Condition true. Star will be printed. 4 less than or equal to 5. Likewise 5 stars will be printed in one single line. After that, control will exit from the inner for loop. So now after exiting from the inner for loop, the value of I will be updated. I plus plus. I becomes now 2. Means I is at here. Second row. This position. So now 2 less than or equal to 5. Condition true. Again condition is true. Control will enter inside the body of the loop. J is again initialized to 1. It is not 2 now. It is again initialized to 1. 1 less than or equal to 5 because we are printing in the second row again 5 stars. So it has to be start from 1. So 1 less than or equal to 5 condition true, printf. The first star will be printed in the second row. Likewise 5 stars will be printed. Again it will exit from the inner loop and then I plus plus. I becomes 3. I becomes 3 in the third row. Next 4th row and 5th row. So this is how you can do using the nested while loop. So this is another program. See the stars here. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Total number of rows are here 5. In 5 rows, so when I is 1, consider it as I. Rows are represented here in the example as I. I have taken I. You can take any variable. So now J. J is responsible for printing the stars. When I is 1, how many stars has to be printed on your screen? 1 star. When I is 2, 2 stars has to be printed. When I is 3, 3 stars. When I is 4, 4 stars. When I is 5, 5 stars. I is the number of rows. When I is at the 5th row, 5 stars has to be printed on your screen. So, I is 1, J is 1. I 2, J 2. 3, 3. I is 4, J is also 4. I is 5, J is also 5. The value of J depends on the value of I here. The value of J depends on the value of I. So, it is simple. So, the outer for loop is I. So, it is number of rows. If you want to, I have taken here 5 rows. If you want to take 50 rows, you can write I is equals to 1, I less than or equal to 50, I plus plus. Here I want to print only 5 rows on the screen. So, I is equals to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. For 5 rows we are writing that. So, now which loop we have taken? We have to take another loop, that is J, to print these stars. And I told you the value of J depends on the value of I. It is J less than or equal to I. Let's see this one. 1 less than or equals to. The value of I is 1. 1 less than or equal to 1. Condition true. Control will now enter inside the body of the loop. Printf star. 1 star is printed. Now J is updated. J becomes 2. 2 less than or equal to 1. Condition is false. Exit /n. It will come to the next line. Now I is initialized to 2. I is initialized to 2. 2 less than or equal to 5. Condition true. J is now again initialized to 1. 1 less than or equal to 1. J is less than or equal to I. Sorry, I is 2. 1 less than or equal to 2. Condition true. Printf star. Star is printed. Now J is updated. 2 less than or equals to 2. Condition true. Star is printed. J is 3 now. 3 less than or equals to 2. Exit. So, in the second row we will get 2 stars. So, then in the next case I becomes 3. It will check. 1 less than or equals to 3. So, 3 stars will be printed. In the second time again for the next time I becomes 4. 4 less than or equals to 1 less than or equals to 4. 4 times your stars will be printed. So, this pattern you will get on the output screen. Next, this is the number pattern. Just we have taken stars, means characters like stars, we have taken star printing pattern program. So, here we have taken just numbers. So, here also same, I, number of rows, J, the values that to be printed on the screen. So, here we are used integers. So, just when we are using any numbers or integers, so use the format specifier, it is %d comma I. So, in the second example, this is also same. I want to print here 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, here same again 5 rows were there and each and every row. When I is 1, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times and 4 times 5. Loop has to repeat for 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times and 5 times. But we are printing number here and it is 1, 1, 2. So, you have to write here the value of J has to be printed on the screen. That's all for this session. In the next session, we will see arrays in C.